A green flag from the back of the grid. We're under starter's orders. Let's listen. Quickly away, and it looks like Senna has the outside line as they fly down this long front straightaway. There's Senna to the right of your picture. Whoa. Teammate Prost tucks in between, and we've got a huge crash. That's one of the marches. That's Gugelman.
Gugelman tipped over. Well, we're going to have a red flag here for sure. More crashes going. Mauricio Gugelman looks fine there. The car is back the right way up. But that must have given him an awful shock where the car just tilting over on the wheels touched, tilted the car up in the air and just dumped him right on his head.
Take another look. Midway on your screen.
There you see his brakes lock up. He loses slight control. Runs into the back of one of the Williams, Boutsen's car. Takes the wing off Nigel Mansell's car. Gerhard Berger's forced to go down the outside, skating down on that very substantial roll bar.
Like my aunt. Danger, yeah. Oh, o cara recolhendo os pedaços do carro.
On Saturday afternoon, Philippe Alliot, the Frenchman, also qualifying very well in a normally aspirated Lola, had a tremendous crash right in front of the pits when his left rear tyre deflated, sending him into the pit wall, destroying the car, but a great testament to the modern Grand Prix car that he escaped absolutely unscathed.
Spun across the road, hard into the pit wall, crumpled up and then bounced back across the track, disintegrating as it went. Alliot, amazingly enough, was unhurt.
Torbay going off and hitting Brundle. That's Torbay's car over the top of Martin Brundle's Tyrrell, rolling over the Lola Ford, and he did that at the right-hander at Mirabeau, and thank heavens, what an incredible recovery. Patrick Torbay is perfectly okay after a tremendously spectacular crash.
Yes, and we see Torbay going down the inside. Brundle doesn't see him coming, moves over, and that flicks him up in the air, and he does a quick loop-the-loop over. There goes the car, but no damage to Torbay there. You see that his head was well away from the ground and was protected by the rollover bar, so really there shouldn't have been any damage to that.
They are rumours. Oh, De Cesaris sideways. De Cesaris on the grass. He's going over. Oh, De Cesaris, a major accident. And I think he's all right. He's getting out. Andrea De Cesaris getting out of the wrecked remains of the Ligier Renault number 25. He got it on the grass and completely cartwheeled. He's walking up the bank, and miraculously, he looks completely unhurt. And I think he's extremely lucky that we had so much rain last night, because this ground is very soft.
I don't think there was a problem with the car. I think I just arrived too quickly, was committed to the corner, and there was nothing. There's no room around here to manoeuvre.
Now, they had trouble getting you out of the car. Can you remember that?
Very vaguely. Yeah, I can remember 2 or 3 guys around me tugging away at my helmet. I remember pushing them away, I think, because they were sort of... I've got a bit of a sore neck, as you can imagine, and I didn't want 3 people tugging at my crash helmet.
Pironi's Ferrari took off, flew through the air, nosedived into the ground and into the Armco. As I talk to you, Didier lies in Heidelberg University Hospital with 2 broken thighs and a broken arm. But mercifully, the very good news is that his life is in absolutely no danger.
And that is Baldi, and we've had a big accident on the back straight. That is Mauro Baldi, but Jochen Mass is off as well, I think. Jochen Mass has gone off in the march. I think the 2 cars touched. And there, right further down, is Mass's car, and goodness me, it's gone through the catch fencing, over the Armco barrier. It's right in the spectator area, and it's on fire. Baldi and Mass touched at the end of that long straight. Mass's car cartwheeled and went on to come to a halt finally, just on the very edge of the crowd. Jochen Mass shrugging his shoulders, waving his hands, and I think he is very, very lucky to be alive. Dark blue Brabham, number 1, world champion Nelson Piquet, through Paddock Bend. Chico Serra's car has turned over. It's lost a wheel and turned over out on the back of the circuit. Chico Serra, the Brazilian in the Fittipaldi, is out of the car, and Daly has passed Alboreto.
The accident happened at one of the fastest stretches on the track when he clipped the back of the car driven by the West German Jochen Mass. Villeneuve was hurled about 20 yards into crash fencing. Medical teams were on the spot within seconds to give emergency treatment and the kiss of life.
And that is Derek Daly, the Irish driver, who was off at Monaco, who was off at Austria.
Yeah, he's gone straight on at the end of the straight. It looks like... yeah, he seems to be all right. He certainly with the upper part of his body, he's getting out of the car. He's struggling to get out. It looks to me, I'm sure something has failed on the car, because he's obviously hit the barrier very hard. That's the footwell you can see with the brake arrangements all hanging off. So the whole of the front of the car is smashed off. Yeah, they're carrying him away to have a look at his legs.
And it looks as though, thank heavens, Derek Daly, after a dreadful crash at exactly the same place where John Watson crashed in practice, is perfectly okay.